Mango Math presents Spiral Around, a third grade. Spiral Around falls under the math strand of number sense, and it's a number sense game that has students identifying arithmetic patterns and explaining them using properties of operation. The supplies that are provided in the pouch, along with your information guide and directions, will be a dry erase marker and eraser, pawns, a 6-sided die, and a 20-sided die, and a game board. To play this game, two students will compete against each other in creating the largest amount possible. And they'll do that by rolling the dice, and they're multiplying by either 10, hundreds, thousands, or thousands each of the numbers that they roll on the dice. So for example, if I roll a 6, I'm going to move 6 places with that dice, and then I roll the 20-sided dice, which will tell me what I multiply that number by. So it's going to be 6 times 10, which gets me 60. So then that's going to be the next player's turn, and let's say they got 4 times 100 and had 40. It's now back to my turn, and I roll dice again, and I have a 5. I move my 5, which gets me to 100, and I roll a 20 now. Now, one of the ways to think of it is I'm rolling by 100, so that means I add the 2 zeros there, and then do the 1 times the 20, which gives me 20. So 20 times 100 gives me 2,000. So it's a means of getting students to understand what happens when they're multiplying by tens, hundreds, or 1,000, that you're adding that many zeros onto the end. Play along, they will continue adding the numbers up until one person has gotten into the square in the or the circle in the middle. Once they've gotten there, it's up to the players to now add up all their scores and see who has the highest score to win. So the winner isn't necessarily the person who gets into the circle at the end. It's the person with the highest score. So they'll add them up, and the first player has 18,650, and the other player has 22,620. So they'll determine which player has the largest amount, and that would be the 22,620. So they will play these games and add up the numbers. It's very helpful for them to understand this pattern. Some guided questions promote critical thinking. What pattern did you recognize with the zeros when you multiplied by tens, hundreds, and thousands? And how does that pattern relate to a problem like 20 times 50? So it's very helpful for students to start to understand these patterns and to understand it with regards to multiplication. The students enjoy playing the game, and you will have fun also. Enjoy.